When the cool weather is here, what is better than curling up on your couch, grabbing your comfiest blanket, curling up with your kids, and grabbing some books to read? Right now, we are going to dive into some of our family's favorites for reading aloud together. Where Happiness Lives is a must for every bookshelf. If you're looking for a sweet story to curl up and read together again and again, then you'll want to follow Little Gray Mouse as he goes on an adventure and learns what it means to truly be happy. Whatever your home, it is happy indeed, if you love what you have and you have what you need. If you're looking for a silly story filled with fun sounds, then the Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor Book would be a great choice. Inside, you'll follow cat, turkey, mouse, goose, cow, and sheep. Can I come ask cat? I can do the sound the engine makes when it starts to wiggle and jiggle. Purr. The animals make all of the tractor sounds. Will Farmer Dougal catch them on his tractor? Get your kids laughing and joining in I say ooh, you say ah. There's something very simple that I need you to remember. When I say ooh, you say ah, as loudly as you can. Are you ready? When you see an ant, you say underpants. Follow Ooh the donkey throughout the pages, and your kids will be having so much fun interacting with him and laughing at all of the silliness that happens. Another great choice for interactive reading is our This Is series. This is Owl, this is Frog, and this is Crab. From flapping the pages to help Owl fly, to helping move a rock out of the way for Crab, to shaking off the other frogs. These books will add so much fun to your storytime routine. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur and I'm a Hungry Dinosaur have been favorites of my kids since they were little. Your kids will sing and dance along as you're reading the story. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty tum. I splatter it with mud and I tap it like a drum. Tap, 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 tap it like a drum. Oh no, 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 hold it right there. Not another book about bears. In this story, the bears are on strike. They are tired of being in all of the stories. So Bear here says that he is going to find an animal to replace the bear. He's not really having much luck. So in the end, they come up with a compromise. When was the last time you visited the zoo? Was there pandemonia? Whatever you do, don't wake the panda. Why? If you wake up the panda, he gets very grumpy, which hypes up the hippos and makes them all jumpy. When the hippos get jumpy, they usually hop, and once they begin, they're tricky to stop. Oops. Another fun, rhyming, rollicking story is Dan the Taxi Man. Here's Dan, beep beep, the Taxi Man. He is going around and picking up all the members of the band to take them to the show. As he picks up each band member, they have their instrument there, and you get to make the sounds as you go along. The story builds as you go, so you have all sorts of instrument sounds by the time you get to the show. When my kids were little and in their crib, they would dance along as we read the story. Maureen with her tambourine. Shake it, shake, crash. Shake it, shake, crash. And here's Dan. Do your kids ever ask you to tell them a story? As you're telling them the story, do they ever interrupt you and try to add their own little touches? If so, then The Prince, the Witch, and the Thief and the Bears is such a great book to add to your bookshelf. Jamie asks his dad to tell him the story. So his dad begins. But as he's going through, Jamie keeps interrupting with his own details he'd like to add. They end up creating quite the story. And it doesn't stop there. In the tale of the valiant ninja frog, Jamie and his dad return along with Jamie's little sister, Abby. The three of them are sitting around a campfire as they come up with their next story. They want all of the same characters they had the first time, along with an ogre. Can the valiant ninja frog save them from this ogre? So what happens when your kids come to you and they ask you to tell them a story and you're just too busy? They make up their own. In the biggest story, Earl's mom is too busy to tell him a story, so she tells him to make up his own. He's not sure what to write about, but he goes outside and explores and comes up with some really great ideas. He calls his mom out to tell her the story that he came up with. And in the end, your kids can even have some prompts to start a story of their own. So you have a beautiful bookshelf filled with amazing books, and you pull one out one day, and there's some nibbles in the pages. Nibbles the Bookmonster may be to blame. Nibbles is a book-loving, nibbling monster who loves to eat his way through books. In his first book, he manages to eat through Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Little Red Riding Hood, and Jack and the Beanstalk. We finally catch him back in his crate, but then we hear some munching sounds. From there, he takes off to the dinosaur guide, where he chomps his way into a dinosaur book. He learns all about different dinosaurs, and has to try really hard not to be eaten by a T-Rex. Then he ends up in the monster hunt, where he escapes a book and wreaks havoc in this bedroom. He soars through the book of facts, destroys the world of color, and even the 1, 2, 3 book. As he tries to escape from this dragon, he's able to escape, but where will he go to next? And from the same author as Nibbles, we have Dragon Post and Beast Feast. One day I found a dragon. I didn't know what to do, so I wrote to the fire brigade, and they were nice enough to write back. As you read through this fun story, there are 5 letters to open and read. They come in fun envelopes where you can pull out the letter and read what's inside. In Beast Feast, Beast is getting ready for a dinner party. He writes invitations to all of his friends and starts preparing dinner. He begins receiving replies from all of his friends. Each reply includes some tips. As they go through the suggestions from Beast's friends, dinner always seems to have something a little better to offer. In the end, what will Beast serve for dinner? If you're looking for longer books to enjoy with your family, then these illustrated books may be a great option. These are hardcover books with beautiful, colorful illustrations inside. They are not chapter books, it's just one story throughout the book. You can choose from a warm and uplifting tale about the importance of stories, or a beautiful story exploring friendship and celebrating differences, a heartwarming story about helping others and spreading kindness, or a lyrical tale about friendship triumphing over fear. Another great option for illustrated stories is our Usborne Illustrated Originals. Another great option for classic stories is our graphic novels. Explore some of your favorite classics through comic book style pages. We have quite a few in the series and even a collection to help get the most bang for your buck. If you prefer multi-story collections, then this might be a great option for you. The Complete Book of Farmyard Tales includes 20 different stories. They're beautifully illustrated and they're even dual readers, which means your kids can read the top lines while you read the bottom lines. To add even more fun, there's even a little yellow duck to find on every page. You also have a CD to listen to or a QR code to scan to hear the stories. Forgotten Fairy Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls and Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls from Around the World are two beautiful multi-story books to add to your shelf. Inside, you'll find several beautifully illustrated stories that will help to empower young readers as they hear some forgotten fairy tales that aren't well known today. Another great option for multi-story books are these Usborne illustrated books. These are hardcover, cushy cover with a beautiful cloth ribbon. Inside, you'll find several different beautifully illustrated stories in each book.